Hello YouTube, I am back again for another nerdy video, and this time I am going to be showing you my incredible Hulk collection. You might have seen in my previous videos, some Hulks dotted around in the background with all my records. But yeah, I found quite a few extra bits to my collection. I've been cleaning out some old bits and bobs in storage, and I have found some really old Hulk relics. So the first one I found, and this is going way back into my childhood. I remember going to Alton Towers with my mum and dad and my aunties and uncles, and I remember my mum and dad buying me this figure just in a little, souvenir store. And this is from 1978. Now, I probably went to Alton Towers around about 1979, 1980. I can vaguely remember my mum and dad buying me this. And yeah, it's a cool little figurine. It doesn't move, it doesn't have no moving parts or any articulation, but it really captures, the Hulk in a good action pose. Now, this is licensed by Marvel Comics, and it was made in Hong Kong, and it's by a company called Durham Inc. I've never heard of them before. I don't know whether you can see that on the foot. I really had to zoom in, get my glasses out, because my 48-year-old eyes cannot compute. But yeah, the Hulk from Durham Inc. Awesome childhood memory. I've had plenty of adventures with this guy. He used to go everywhere with me. A good little keepsake. I don't know whether it's worth anything nowadays on the second-hand market, but it's something I'll never sell. It's a good little keepsake. Happy little memory. Okay, another memory. I remember being a little bit older, and my auntie gifted me this for one of my birthdays. And what it is, it's the Rage Cage Hulk. I don't have any of the, the accessories. So basically what you do, you put the Hulk in this plastic cage, and you would have a pump that would go into this little valve here, and you deflate him, pump him up, and he burst out the cage. He also came with like a jacket, and he'd rip out of that. Awesome play feature. That probably got lost within the first day of using it. But I remember using this as a kid. I'd have all these like little green toy soldiers. I'd set them all up, and then Hulk would come in and smash them all to smithereens. Lots and lots of fun playing on the living room floor doing that back in the day. Yeah, a great figure. It's in quite good condition as well. Rage Cage Hulk. I can't remember who made this. Fun Stuff Incorporated, made in USA. And this came out in 1978. There he is. The top half is made of rubber and the bottom half is like some hard plastic. But yeah, that has survived a lot of hardcore battles from back in the days. Favourite piece of mine. Okay, a more recent figure that I picked up, and I picked this one up in Affleck's Palace in Manchester, probably about 10 years ago or something. And I don't know where it's from. I don't know whether it's like a McDonald's toy or a Burger King toy or something like that, but it's basically Hulk with spring action and a moving head. Awesome. If anyone knows where that is from, please let me know in the comments. There's no like print on him, there's no stamp or anything like that, but it's in awesome condition and it does that. I picked this up for like £2 or something. I've never seen that before and I've never seen it since. So if anyone knows where this is from, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, another awesome Hulk figure. Another recent pickup was this Hulk. So this is from the Marvel Legends line. And I got this in a second-hand video game stroke comic stroke collector's shop in Wigan, of all places. And it was £5. I saw it, you know, behind the counter. I was buying some records and comics. And I was like, is that for sale? He's like, yep, £5. I'm like, yep, take my money. And there he is. Awesome. I love the artwork on that. That's the Hulk I remember growing up. Early 80s, late 70s. My favourite era of the Hulk. Gives you like a little bio about the Hulk and stuff. And it's even got the, you know, the traditional Hulk logo made of brick. This is going to stay in the packet, you know, it ain't worth that much. I've seen it on the second-hand market in eBay and stuff like that, you know, maybe £10, £12 at the most. But yeah, it's a great display piece from Hasbro, Marvel Legends. Okay, now I have Mego Incredible Hulk from 1974. This is older than me. And I picked this up probably a year ago. And yeah, it's in good condition. I paid about £50 for it, which is a good price. There's a little bit of sun damage though. But other than that, it's in good condition. His pants, you know, have survived. And all these joints have survived. Yeah, a great Mego action figure. If I compare him to, say, this Mego action figure, the General from Planet of the Apes, Hulk's quite small actually. The scaling of him isn't the best, considering Hulk was a massive character. But he looks cool. I like the shade of green as well. I like darker shade of green. Yeah, awesome figure. I'm really happy to have this in my Hulk collection. Okay, this is probably one of my prized pieces. And this is the bigger Mego Hulk figure. And this was gifted to me by my girlfriend. And yeah, it's in great condition. He's even got his lab coat and his trousers. And yeah, awesome figure. His joints are a little bit loose, but that's okay. Yeah, I really like this figure. I remember seeing, you know, some kids from back in the days having this, and I always wanted it. I never come across it in the toy shops or, you know, back in the days when you used to swap toys and all of that. My friends that had it just wouldn't part with it. And I don't blame them, because it's an awesome action figure. But yeah, a great gift. And I'm really, really happy to have this in my collection. And it reminds me of like the TV show from back in the days. Awesome figure. And speaking of the TV show, I have the Hulk Annual. I've got a small collection of annuals. And yeah, this is a great annual in very nice condition. You know, it gives you like some backstories. You know, some of the actors, Lou Ferrigno, doing his makeup and all the process. He's looking crazy there. There's even some, you know, some stories. Bill Bixby. And there's even comic panels and some cool, you know, artwork and photography in here. And there's even the first episode of The Incredible Hulk by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Part 1, The Coming of the Hulk. It's all in black and white. I think this was originally pressed in colour, and I believe the Hulk was grey in the first run of comics. But yeah, really like this book. I never had this as a child. I remember a couple of my friends had it back in the days. I'd go around the house and, you know, you'd see it around and you'd flip through it and stuff. But yeah, awesome. There's one more item that I've got. I'm going to pause the video and dig it out. Okay, I found it. So this here is a read and hear book and recording of The Incredible Hulk. So basically it's a comic. And inside the comic, you get a 7-inch record. And it basically, you know, it's like a radio play. It reads out all of the, you know, the text and phrases. And it's a cool little noise when you gotta turn over the page. Brilliant. Absolutely awesome. 7-inch record. Yeah, I've used this in some of my DJ sets. I've got creative with it. I love the art with it. It's very cool. I'm not sure who does the artwork. Doesn't quite, yeah, it doesn't say. Maybe on the second page, no. But yeah, it come out in the late 70s. Oh, actually the early 70s. This come out in 1974 and it's in great condition. Actually, there's one more item that I forgot to dig out. I'm going to get that right now. So this is the original theme tune of The Incredible Hulk. And it was composed by Joe Harnell. It's on MCA Records. And there's a disco version as well. This was gifted to me by my girlfriend too. She's good to me. So yeah, this is actually a promo. Demo record, not for sale. So happy to have this in my collection. And if you remember the theme from back in the day, it's awesome. The disco version is really, really cool too. That was never played on the TV. But yeah, this is in great condition. yeah, I really like this record. It's amazing. So there you go, my incredible Hulk collection. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you like this type of content, please subscribe, and I will be back with some more in the future. All right, cheers.